Let's vibe, let's roll, let's get it. Whoa, shawty showing out, throwing on the dance floor. Fashion killer, huh? You don't give a fuck what a nigga gotta say or a bitch.
Hey you guys, it's Naimah and welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, make sure you hit the subscribe button to join the fam because we stay litty over here. You feels me if you're a returning viewer. Hi, how are you guys doing on this lovely day? As you guys can tell by the title of this video, I'm going to be telling you guys some binge-worthy movies to watch. Not TV shows and stuff, switching it up. I don't really know if you could binge watch movies, but I just felt like I needed to keep the binge-worthy title going. So you guys get the point. Anywho's, if you guys haven't seen any of my binge-worthy TV show videos, I recommend that you go check them out. I believe I have a playlist on my channel, so I will link that below just so you guys can go watch those. I'm dropping gems. I'm letting you guys all know what all the stuff that you could go back and watch if you want to be occupied, you know what I'm saying? But I decided to start doing movies because, I don't know, I just feel like I've been asked to do movies a couple of times, so I think that, you know, I'm gonna give the people what they want. I'm gonna give them what they want. But my movie list is kind of long. I've seen a lot of movies and a lot of them aren't on this list, so I'm definitely gonna keep this going as a series on my channel as well as the binge-worthy TV shows one. But yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and get into the video because I don't want this video to be too long. So let's just get into it. Okay, so I broke all of these down by category. So I have romance/drama, action adventure, and thriller/horror. Wow, I forgot the R on horror, so it says horror, but you know what I'm saying. So we're gonna start with the romance and drama category. So number 1, Do Revenge. Y'all, I am kind of late to the party, I'm not gonna lie. I recently just watched Do Revenge. It came out last year, but it was really good. It was really good. So pretty much it's about this girl. She's like really popular, and you know, she has typical high school stuff. She's like really popular, have everything, and da. And then like her boyfriend pretty much like sends her intimate picture to the whole school, like the entire school, and it kind of just like ruins her life low-key, and she gets consumed with like getting revenge on him because she's just like, wow, this isn't fair, blah blah blah. And she meets this other girl who's like willing to like help her out, and like, yeah, like I'll help you out because I'm trying to get revenge on somebody else too. And it's pretty much just all about like revenge, but it has like some crazy plot twist in there. Plot twist? I think it's just one plot twist in there that really like threw me for a loop, and I really wasn't expecting it. Now, the movie is kind of long. It's like almost 2 hours, or it is 2 hours. I don't know. I'm not a long movie person, but if you are like me and you're not a long movie person, this one's definitely worth the watch. Keeps you entertained all the way through. The colors in it and the fashion, chef's kiss. Love it. But yeah, definitely go check it out. It is on Netflix. Oh, that's the other thing I forgot to mention. Most of these are on a variety of streaming services because, as you guys know, if you've seen my binge-worthy TV shows, I have HBO Max, Hulu, Netflix, and I think that's the main one, right? That's it. Moving on. Number 2, Look Both Ways. Y'all, look, I love this movie. This movie actually made me cry. Okay, now granted, I could have been being a little hormonal, but it was a good movie. It's pretty much about this girl, and she literally just graduated college, like fresh out of college, like boom, just graduated. So pretty much what happens is she takes a pregnancy test, and in one scenario it's positive, in another scenario it's negative. So it shows what her life would be like in each circumstance. And y'all, it was so good because it's just like, you just gotta go watch it because I don't want to give it away, and what I just told you was pretty much in the trailer just to get people to watch it. I don't want to give it away, so I'm not going to say any more, but I definitely think you should watch it. It's very good if you just graduated college and you just feel like things aren't going as planned. Like, it's good for those types of things. Like, you might cry, you might shed a few tears, I'm not gonna lie, you might, but it's a good drama, romance, comedy situation. But definitely 10 out of 10 recommend that. It was great, y'all. It was really good. Like, go check it out. It is also on Netflix. The last one I have for the romance/drama category is the After series. Now, this is kind of controversial because apparently a lot of people don't like the After series. I think it's great. I never read the book on Wattpad or read the book in general. I have considered reading the book, but I think I want to finish the movies first and then I'm going to read the book. But pretty much After is about this really small town, goody two-shoes girl. She goes to college, she meets this bad boy, okay? You know what I'm saying? It's like your typical romance, low-key, kind of, sort of, but let me get into the rest of it. So they meet or whatever, and at first they like can't really stand each other, and then I haven't seen the first movie in so long. I think they end up having to work at a school project together or something. I don't know. But they end up like slowly becoming friends and like slowly like, you know, starting to fall in love. And y'all, in the first movie, there's a huge plot twist, and that's how it ends. But I feel like if you're into romance and drama, you gotta watch the whole series. Like, it's like after we fell, after we collided, after ever happy, I don't know, something like that. I will put the order of them right here, but it's a good series. It is. It's definitely very much a chick flick, very much romance. To me, it's like a modern romance movie because it's like, it deals with toxic relationships, and I feel like in regular romance movies you don't see that. Like this though, it's like a lot of like back and forth. It's just, you gotta go watch it. Let me know what you think in the comments. If you've seen it, let me know what you think in the comments. And like I said, some people don't like it. I guess they think it's kind of cringy or that the storyline is like basic and simple, but I'm just saying, if old girl wrote it on Wattpad and it's a movie now, was it really that bad of an idea? Oh, and also they do a lot of recasting throughout the series, and you're gonna notice it. It's just one of those things you just gotta, okay. So yeah, that one's also on Netflix. But that is it for the romance/drama category. Moving on to the action adventure. So number 1 for action adventure is Big Game. So Ty and I actually literally just watched this movie last night. On a whim. And this is a good movie. Like, it's kind of short. It was actually kind of short in my personal opinion, but it's a good movie if you're like really into like, I don't know. It was very action packed, and it was pretty much about this little boy, and he's from Finland, and in his culture or whatever, I guess he goes hunting when he turns a certain age. I forgot what age he was turning, because I was like, at first I was like halfway paying attention to the movie, then I really start tuning in because it got interesting. So I guess he go hunting, and you're supposed to bring back a deer head or something like that. So he goes on his hunt, you know, for his birthday, because he's about to turn this age. I think it was 15. I'm pretty positive it was 15, but I'm not sure. So he does that. But at the same time, the president of the United States is flying. I don't know where he was flying from or to. I told you I wasn't paying attention in the first hand. But anyways, he's flying. So somehow, some way, I'm not going to say how, but the plane crashes that the president's on. The president survives, and he meets up with this kid, and somebody's trying to kill the president. And it's a whole thing. Like, this little kid is helping him out, and it was really good. I can't really give too much detail because I feel like if I give a lot of detail, then like it'll give away the movie. And it was one of those movies that like early on it kind of has a plot twist, so you're like, whoa, wait a minute, I wasn't expecting that. But yeah, I definitely recommend you go watch it if you like action movies. That one was really good. It was kind of dramatic, I'm not gonna lie. It was one of those dramatic action movies, like with the slow-mo shots and everything, but I still recommend it. That one is on HBO Max. So another movie I recommend is Lou. This one is on Netflix. It's pretty much about this lady who's like living kind of off the grid, low-key, with her daughter, and her landlord is just kind of weird. She's very to herself, and her landlord is actually trying to unalive herself. I'm just gonna be honest, it's very weird. Like, she's like blatant about it too. So trigger warning before you watch it, just saying, if that's, you know, a thing. But it ends up, like, her daughter ends up getting kidnapped by the dad, who used to be like an he was like an ex-army person or something. I forgot what branch of the military it was, but I just know, or was he in the CIA? I don't know. Something like that. It was some governmental situation going on, and he kidnaps his daughter and is trying to get him away from the mom, but the mom's trying to get the daughter back because like he was abusive and he crazy, y'all, he crazy. And so they actually, it's a mess, okay? There's a lot going on. I'm not gonna sit here and explain the whole thing, because if I do, it'll take me like a smooth like 10 minutes to get through it. But it's really good. It had a lot of plot twists in it, very action-packed, very women empowerment, you know, because most of the action was from the women. So yeah, I don't really know how else to describe it. Just go on Netflix and watch the trailer and see if it's your cup of tea, you know what I'm saying? It was pretty good though. It was pretty good. The next one is Maze Runner. This one is on HBO Max, and I'm probably late to the party. I know Maze Runner is a book, haven't read the book, but Ty and I stumbled across the movie one night. We decided to watch it because it seemed interesting. It's pretty much about this guy. It follows this guy, his name is Thomas, and I guess he's like put into this like experiment or something, but he doesn't really remember how he got there, like what's going on. And I guess like the world is in like a state of like, I don't know, like the world is just in a specific way in this movie. So he's sitting here, he's trying to survive in this camp with all these guys, but turns out they're like just in the middle of a maze. And so every day, like they have the maze runners go out and like see, like pretty much to figure out how can we get out of this maze. And of course, Thomas coming along, he changed the game, you know, he the one who figures stuff out, you know what I'm saying? But the whole thing, like even though you kind of know how it's gonna go, it's just like the build up leading up to it, and like the like I don't know, just the action surrounding it was really good. Like you will get into the movie and you could be sitting there like, wait, no, don't do that, no, oh my gosh. It's one of those type of situations. So definitely recommend it. It's on HBO Max. It's actually a series as well. I have not seen the other ones because I don't know where to watch the second movie at. I think the third one is on like Hulu or something, but I can't watch a second. I don't want to watch them out of order. So if you can watch a series, I recommend you watch the whole series. And let me know what you think, because I would like to watch it at some point. But yeah, 10 out of 10 recommend for that one. Next one is on Netflix. It is called Bullet Train. I think this one is fairly recent. This one honestly reminded me of Kill Bill. I don't know why, because it wasn't as like, well, it wasn't really gory like Kill Bill, but it was definitely, it just gave me Kill Bill vibes. I don't know why, but pretty much it follows Brad Pitt, who's like I think he's like a private investigator or something, and he is like sent on this mission to kill somebody. But there's also like a bunch of other PIs that are on this train, because it's on the bullet train. That's what it's based on, that are also on a mission to kill somebody too. So it's like, everybody's like low-key connected, and this happens and this and this. I honestly, truly, if I'm being very real with you guys, I don't know how to describe this movie to anybody. I really don't. Just go watch the trailer on Netflix, and I say, you know, if you're iffy about the trailer, I think you should watch it, because it was a good movie, has lots of plot twists in it, and it's also very funny. It's like one of those action movies that's funny, and it probably shouldn't be funny, but it is, and you're just like, oh boy, this is the best. But yeah, it was good. 10 out of 10 recommend. Their cast was also really great, so go check it out. This next one is called End of the Road. It is also on Netflix. This is with Queen Latifah and Ludacris. Now, y'all, look, I'm not gonna lie. When I saw an action movie with Queen Latifah and Ludacris, I was a little questionable, because I was like, what? But it's pretty much about this family. They're taking a trip from Cali to, I think, Texas or something, because they're moving. So they're driving or whatever, and they stop at a motel one night to like sleep, because they were actually just gonna drive it all the way through, but it just didn't work out. Like the timing was not timing like how I needed to, you know what I'm saying? And they stop at this motel, and when they get there, they end up hearing a murder. Like they hear it through the wall, and so they go in there to check it out or whatever. Why, you ask? I don't know. Turns out it ended up being like a crazy drug deal gone wrong, and one of the family members decides to do something they weren't supposed to do, and then the kingpin is after them. That's pretty much what the story is about. Kind of was a wild twist, I'm not gonna lie. There was a very huge plot twist in that movie that I just was not expecting. It was way better than I expected it to be. So I recommend it. So the next one is Uncharted. I'm probably late to the party on this one too. Tom Holland is in it. But Ty made me notice that it's based on a video game, which I didn't know. And so he played the whole video game, like the entire thing. Like he played the entire game, did the whole storyline, and then we watched the movie. And watching the movie after that just made it so much better. But I feel like if you watch the movie alone, then like you definitely would like it. It's pretty much, there's not really a basis to the storyline, but Tom Holland's character, dang, what's his name? What is his name? I don't remember his name in the movie. I think is it Nick? It might be Nick. I don't want to get it wrong. Anyways, so pretty much he's like a treasure hunter. It's that type of action adventure. So if you like treasure adventure type situations, then that movie is definitely for you. I'm not really going to go into detail on it because there's so many different aspects of it. And I also like the storyline to the movie and the game are very like connected and similar, so like I don't want to mix. And anywho's, definitely watch it if you're into treasure hunt stuff. I thought it was pretty good. I'm usually not into like the treasure hunt whole thing, but like I said, after watching Ty play the game, I was like, okay, I really do want to watch this movie, so I recommend it. Moving forward, last but not least for action adventure is Interceptor. Now, y'all, this movie right here was so good, so good. Look, I think you should watch it. I think you should watch it right now. It is on Netflix. Oh yeah, Uncharted is also on Netflix. Pretty much, it's about this lady. She's an ex-Marine. I think it's a Marine. I don't really remember because it's been a minute, but I think she's an ex-Marine, and she pretty much she got recruited to go work on like this little thing that's like, you can look it up because it's a real thing, on the Interceptor. That's what it's actually called. If you watch the movie, you will understand what I'm talking about. Very much women empowerment, very action-packed, because turns out like somebody has taken over like the Interceptor thing, and she's trying to stop it because he's trying to create a whole attack and trying to do a whole thing, and but y'all, it's very like edge of the seat type action adventure type situation. Like, you gonna be in there yelling at your TV, okay? You are going to be in there yelling at the screen like, girl, you better get it together, you better do it, girl, you better do it. So 10 out of 10 recommend. Don't want to give too much of that away either, but definitely go watch it. It's on Netflix. It was really good. I put my mom onto it, who then put my uncle onto it, and they also said it was really good. So y'all, go watch it. It's called The Interceptor. 10 out of 10. 10 out of 10. I like the action movies that like have you like on the edge of your seat and you be like yelling at your screen. Like, I like those. I do. Cause I feel like I'm in the situation. I feel like I'm in there with you. You know what I'm saying? Like, we all in this together. We're all in this together. Anyways, moving forward. Last but not least, we have the thriller/horror category, which only have 2 movies in here because I had to kind of slow down on the thriller, scary movies for nightmarish reasons. I had a really bad nightmare one time, guys, and ever since then, I've just been like, you know what? We're gonna do this with a grain of salt, literally. Anywho, so number 1 is Don't Breathe. This is actually on Peacock streaming. So if you have it, I'm sure you could find it on something else, but if you have it, I recommend you go watch it. It's a really great thriller about these teenagers who decide to rob a blind guy, but the blind guy turns out to be like ex-military or something. So he's like crazy. Like, when I say crazy, I mean, not only can he fight, but he's like, he also had some other stuff happen to him. So he like has a lot going on for him. And honestly, it's one of those movies that kind of makes you feel a little conflicted, because it's like, at first you're like, why are these teenagers robbing this blind guy? They are terrible people, blah, blah, blah. But then at like, probably towards like the middle end, you're like, this guy is crazy. And these guys, these kids need to get out of here. Like, cause he was just showing like no remorse. Like, he was crazy. He was a crazy old man. Like, I'm just gonna be honest. He was. But they had no business robbing him. It was just one of those situations where it was like, oh, I don't know whose side to be on. But I recommend it. That's pretty much the movie summed up in a basis. But y'all will understand why I said what I said about the old guy if you watch the movie. I will put a little bit of a trigger warning in there. Just a little bit. Just a small one. For SA, but y'all, that movie is insane. Literally insane. I give it a solid, I give it like an 8.5 out of 10. 8.5 out of 10. It was a good movie. Go watch it. Last but not least, I have Old, which I don't even know if it's still on HBO Max, but if it is, you should go watch it. Old is a psychological thriller, and it's pretty much about this family. They get on this resort vacation or whatever, and they're like taking a trip to like the beach or something, and the beach like ages people aggressively fast. Like when I say aggressively fast, I mean they showed up there with like a toddler, and by the end of it she was a freaking teenager. Like it was insane. So I don't know how else to describe it. That's pretty much like what the movie is about. To get all the crevices and details and all that other stuff, you have to go watch it. It's on HBO Max. It's definitely a psychological thriller, so it's not like super scary. It's just kind of like weird scary, and there's not really any jump scares or anything, but I definitely recommend it. It's really good. So it like really threw me for a loop. I was like, bro, what? Like mine was blown. That is all the movies that I have for you guys today. I definitely will be making this another like staple series on my channel, as well as the binge-worthy TV shows, because I do watch a lot of movies, and there are a lot of movies that I have watched that I did not put in this video. So yeah, let me guys know if you want to see more of these types of videos. Let me know what movies you recommend me to watch in the comments down below. I'm always open to new shows and new movies to watch, as you guys know. Make sure you guys leave a like, leave a comment, and subscribe. Follow me on all my social media, which is always in the description box down below. I cannot talk. And let me know if you've seen any of these movies. Let me know your thoughts. I want to know. Let's discuss in the comments down below. And with all that being said, it is starting to get dark outside, so I will see you guys in my next video. Bye, guys.
I want a chick that grind on a 9 to 5. Oh, she in them college books trying to get a rise. But tonight, I'm just trying to have a good time.